today is Bring Your Parents to Work Day. I have a question to ask you guys because I've actually never really got to ask you guys some of these questions.
Oh, no.
Crawford wants to know if he's the favorite child. Now
Am
that
I the
he's-
favorite child?
They're your
We're
parents.
the parents.
I know.
They were talking to us privately, and we're sharing it.
What was your first impression of Natalie?
You're about to make me cry.
And I
Maybe I shouldn't have started with this question.
Crawford's also a rapper.
No. Well, now that we've embarrassed me, what is one thing that you guys know about me growing up that people wouldn't expect?
Hi,
baby. You are currently 33 weeks. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You know what the size that is? We looked this up right before. The size of a pineapple.
And then my question was, does that include the stem or just the base of the
Listen.
pineapple?
Pineapples are big, and I'm always wondering when we ask these because like we do this every week where we get the like the week and then the fruit, or like most weeks, and I'm always like, do they mean like a small version of that or a big
Pineapples
pineapple?
come in different sizes.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It could be a big pineapple. I don't know.
Really?
But
I need
guys,
ChatGPT to be a little bit more specific on the
we
sizing.
don't use AI.
Or
We're gonna get
I need Google.
We need Google. No, guys, today is Bring Your Parents to Work Day. Okay, I know they have that in
There you go.
school, so I thought we'd bring the tradition on to have
Yeah.
my parents here, the grandparents of our baby boy coming, and my
Right, yeah.
parents going
Yeah,
up.
welcome.
John and
Thank
Stacey.
you for coming on.
Mom and Dad.
Thank you.
Mom and Dad.
Happy to
Excited
be
to be
here.
here.
Happy to be here.
Excited to be here.
No, I was very excited to have you guys on because obviously, you know, you guys are the reason I'm here, number one.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
number two, I don't know. I just feel like you guys have been such good parents to me, and I want to have you guys on to kind of pick your brains because now we're about to become parents.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I have a question to ask you guys because I've actually never really got to ask you guys some of these questions.
no.
Uh-oh.
So I saved some
Truth
questions.
is
God.
coming out
They're not
now.
all going to be about the baby.
Crawford wants to know if he's the favorite child. Now
Am
that
I the
he's-
favorite child?
Now that he's giving you the first grandkid.
You know what my answer
Wow,
always
that's a
is.
good
No, my mom, I don't know if you know this. My mom does this thing where we all ask her, like, who's your favorite kid? And she always says it's us. But, like, whoever asks. So it's
But if we get
unbiased.
her saying it on camera,
Oh, Mom, who's your favorite child
In this moment,
in this room? In this room.
I got two
Oh, there's
kids
two
in
of
this
them.
room.
My little brother's over here too, Zach. Okay, well, as long as I'm top 2 in this room, then that's
You
cool with
always
me.
have my heart.
Oh, I love you, Mom. Thank
love
you.
you.
This is gonna be very different than David's episode. That's for sure.
oh yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you guys, 'cause I haven't really got to pick your brain on this, but I want to ask you some questions about us and our relationship first before we move into the baby stuff. So my question for you guys is, what was your first impression of Natalie?
Will you put me in the
When
hot
you-
seat?
That was
Oh,
really
yeah,
from out of like.
Wow.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I was thinking of Crawford as a little kid or
Yeah,
something.
we'll,
like
get,
that.
we'll get into that. We got plenty of time. But I'm putting you guys in the hot seat today, so.
Oh wait, sorry. I want to elaborate on this question. Do you mean like when they first met me, or when they first heard of me?
When they first met you.
Oh, okay. So Christmas.
Yeah,
Christmas, I think
right?
that was the
Yeah.
first time, yeah.
Oh wow.
So I was walking down the downtown Calgary and pulling a suitcase. I think we were because we were at the restaurant and you came breezing over. We had a hug and I thought, so friendly and we have a lot in common with we like the tea and just we love to share our
By
hearts
tea,
and
she
talk.
means like actual tea.
Yeah.
Oh, the tea. No, they're spilling the tea.
We
Oh,
weren't
yeah.
just gossiping. We were
Oh,
drinking
yes.
actual tea.
It's good to think about what's relevant here. Yeah. And I thought you're so beautiful.
Oh,
And
thank
I
you.
love that you shared your heart.
Aw.
You like one thing that I see in you, Natalie, is that you
You're about to make me cry.
is that you
That's
just
what we need. The views, the clip.
that you just be
We need tissues.
you
Do we
just
have
be who
tissues?
you are.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
like you're not worried about trying to make it for everyone else, but you're like, this is who I am and I'm going to live life to the fullest of who I am. And I really respect and honor that about
I
you.
was not expecting it to get so. Maybe I shouldn't have started with this question. But sorry, guys.
It was
But
so
no.
out of
This
feel.
is
No,
why I
no,
stay
sorry,
away
sorry.
from Stacey is because I think 2 minutes into talking to her, I always end up looking like this.
Well, I guess.
And she got me that white snuggly blanket too.
did, yeah.
And the teapot.
And
like,
the
come
teapot,
on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think these are for me.
We got tissues. Hold up. Tissue break. Tissue break. Sorry, I came out swinging. Sorry, guys.
This is the budget right now, guys. But this will do.
Oh, one more thing.
Okay.
I saw the way that you looked at Crawford
That was my part. Come on.
Mom's taking all that. Dad, you gotta talk
Sorry.
quick.
Okay.
I know, I gotta talk
I'll
quick.
let you say
You
it.
let me
I
have
forgot
some
that John's
some
gonna
talk
go
here.
next.
Yes.
Yeah, because I thought
I
this
got my-
girl loves my son.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can.
And that's what I saw too. I thought you were very confident, and I thought
Thank
you were,
you.
you look like somebody who loved life, and that's important. Enjoying life. And I really loved the way you looked at Crawford, and you saw Crawford, and I thought these guys are going to be great together. And that was very important to me as a dad.
Thanks. I do love Crawford a lot. I don't know. I know
love you,
sometimes
baby.
it's hard to tell on the podcast, but we love
No,
each
we have
other
fun.
a lot.
We have fun on the podcast.
And
Yeah.
parents always
Yeah.
know. We
Yeah.
always
We
feel
always know.
Yeah.
with your children, you know.
Well,
Yeah.
that's my follow-up question. Unless you, I feel like we'll let you cry.
Oh, gosh.
Sorry. No, this
We got
one's
more
easier.
crying to
We'll
do.
get
Come
it
on.
out
This-
at the start.
yeah.
And it'll just turn fun after.
This one's easier. When did you know from your guys' end that you thought this was something serious? Like between us.
Go ahead, dear.
Okay, well,
Ladies first.
Because my mom has great intuition. My
She
mom's
does.
She does.
intuition, and
We
we're gonna
ask her
touch on it for
everything.
another thing later to do with something else. But my mom's intuition is like undefeated.
That and like crazy manifestation. So when we need something to happen, I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like we always say this. We say you and Kirsten have the best intuition and manifestation out of anyone we know.
You guys do.
aw. Well, honestly, you came to visit us on the island,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and you stayed up till like 4 a.m. talking to Charisma and I. It was such a special moment.
I was
And-
not. Was
no,
I?
no,
Okay.
you.
That was when.
This is when you first met.
couple weeks
this
after we
is
started
when I
talking.
dropped you off at the airport,
Yeah.
right? This is when I first met
Yeah.
Kirsten.
And
Okay.
a few weeks after we
I
started
knew
talking.
something
Aw.
before you guys even started dating, that there was something different. And Crawford came to me privately at Christmas, the first Christmas we met you, and he was like, "Mom, this girl is very important to me." And I knew from that Crawford's never done that.
Aw.
So I knew that, when he puts his mind to something and his heart to something.
Or someone.
Someone, yeah.
There you go.
Love you.
Love you, baby.
Love you guys too.
Well, the same for me. I mean, I saw instantly, Croft, that this was something that you were into, right?
Someone.
And someone, yes. And yeah, I mean, you've had some other relationships, but this one was, we saw this was real, and this is something that, we felt very good about
Yeah.
and peaceful about, and so yeah.
Which obviously is always good. You want.
Yeah,
I was very
big time.
happy
Big
to.
deal, yeah.
Obviously, you're always a little. I didn't think you guys wouldn't like Natalie, but obviously, with any relationship, you want your family to
Yeah.
to love that person as much as you do.
Right.
So it was really awesome when I did bring you back home for Christmas that year that you got along so well with everybody, but you get along with everybody.
Yeah.
feel
I
like-
didn't know. I didn't think that there wasn't a thought in my mind that we wouldn't get along.
Yeah.
I
No,
just
same,
knew
right, yeah.
it. I just was like more nervous because there was a lot of you.
Yeah. No, but
Like
that,
it was like
Yeah,
four
that's
siblings, 4 other siblings, 2 parents, and then
Partners.
all the
yeah.
other partners. And I was like, okay, this is like, and besides Kirsten and Brandon,
you hadn't met anyone.
I
yet?
hadn't met anyone.
wow.
So I was literally.
Well, you did well.
Thanks.
Did very well.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a lot of fun that trip too. So
Well, what's interesting always to me too is getting to spend time with Natalie and her parents. How
Right.
different they have their own beautiful dynamic, but it's
Yeah.
so
Right.
different because she grew up an only child.
Yeah.
yeah.
So like I think me kind of being in your world with like your parents staying with us,
Oh my gosh.
and then you kind of come
So
into
different.
my world, like it's such
Different worlds.
different worlds, but
Gosh, yeah.
obviously both beautiful in their own way.
Right.
But I know it's like kind of her explaining how she grew up versus like me having 4 siblings and being so used to.
We
Right.
couldn't be
around so
more
many people.
opposite in terms of
So
like
true.
upbringing.
Yeah.
So true.
yeah.
Yeah, like you
Yeah.
grew up on like acres in Calgary, and I grew up in the city and
Yeah.
In the valley.
in the valley.
In the valley of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Guys, if
Yeah.
you're watching, you know what I didn't do? Talk about the new studio. Oh my
Oh
gosh.
yeah, we didn't mention that.
Can we cut that in or should I just mention now? Guys, I completely forgot to mention this at the beginning. I meant to. My head's all over the place. But
We
We're
have
in
a new home.
We have a new home. We're in the new studio. So I
We
hope
don't
you-
actually live here, but this is
Well,
a new
yeah,
set.
we're thinking about setting up bunk beds over there if David lets us at the studio.
Yeah.
But no, we got this beautiful new space, and we're excited to add more personal touches to it. But this is
Shout out to Alyssa and David and everyone
and
else
the whole team who
who
put it together. Yeah.
helped put this together.
And
Very
if you
nice.
guys have any suggestions on some cute stuff we could put,
Yeah.
to make it feel more at home, we would appreciate that very much. Yeah.
Besides a baby.
Besides
We'll
the
bring
baby.
the baby soon.
Bring the baby. So yeah, we're very excited, and thank you guys for watching the podcast. Because if it wasn't for you guys watching at home, we wouldn't be able to have this really beautiful space. And David, shout out David and Hunter and everybody, thanking everybody. Poppy Studio.
Thanks, Poppy.
Ooh.
But okay, we're gonna get the pressure off you,
Okay.
because I didn't mean to put you on the spot like that. Well, I did, but now that I've done it,
Can I
we're
say
gonna
one
put me
more
on the
thing,
spot.
though?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I just wanted to say, Natalie, thank you for
Aw.
coming to Canada.
Oh my God, you're making me
last
cry
summer.
again.
Yeah, coming to Canada last summer to be there for our family.
Oh, thank you.
That meant
Yeah,
so
that was
much
big.
to us.
That was very,
Yeah.
yeah,
that
was
was
cool.
huge.
Let's say a
I-
lot.
I didn't want to leave without saying that. We
You're-
love you.
I mean, I don't even want to say you're welcome because, like, I
Yeah.
would do it
Yeah.
regardless.
It
So
was very precious for us.
Yeah.
It was a good Christmas. We got the family back together,
Yeah.
which was amazing. So
that was
yeah.
fun.
In Banff, we went to Canada. It was beautiful.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, we're gonna put the hot seat to me now, and then
Okay.
you guys will be
We're
next.
next.
All right.
Oh no.
But we're gonna put the hot seat to me now. It's only fair that we work our way around. Okay, since I have my parents on the podcast, I have to ask this.
Uh-oh.
What is one, and I'm gonna cut it out if it's too bad, okay? What is one embarrassing moment or story you can tell about me growing up
I'm so intrigued.
that you can tell Natalie and the
I'm
people
so
watching?
intrigued.
And if it's too bad, I'm cutting it out. So
No, you have to leave it
you
in.
just gotta pick one though. It could be anything.
I was talking about one the other day when you you stood on the anthill.
Oh yeah, I mean that's a funny story actually.
I mean, he,
Oh, I know
he was
one. I
5
know
years old, and we just moved to this acreage, and he was fascinated by this hill of ants. So he goes and stands in the middle,
No.
and
Yeah.
and he
Just crawls
literally
all
is
over you?
from head to toe.
Red
Ants, red ants.
Yeah, so
That
the,
makes
Standing
my
there
toes
like,
curl. I
ah!
don't like that. I
acreage
don't
we
like
lived
that.
on, there would be these like 3 feet tall, like just anthills.
Yeah,
They're
anthills,
huge.
yeah.
They're everywhere. Me as a kid thought it was a great
You're
idea.
kind of like a country boy in
Well,
a
we
way.
had lived in the
Yeah.
city before that.
Yeah.
We grew up on 20 acres. My dad had
Yeah.
like tractors. We had cows. We had chickens. We had like
Wow.
we were planting vegetables.
You know what I
We were
mean?
kind of cosplaying farmers a little bit.
But I never saw Croft out there once. Okay?
There's the truth.
No,
That's
that's
No, no, no.
the
I-
truth.
Kizzy, on the other hand.
First off, that is not true. He had us picking up these rocks to plant the
that's
things
true.
for hours.
And the bales. He did the
paid
bales.
us. He paid us. It wasn't minimum wage though, so we got to
You got
report him
to,
to
you got to
the.
eat dinner.
We're getting $3 an hour to pick up rocks out of the dirt so we could plant the
That's
fruits.
funny.
No, we were outside all the time, but less with the animals and more. We had dirt bikes and
Do you
ATVs.
remember when you were riding was it a tricycle, and we're at Baker Park?
Oh, God.
He went right
Oh,
off
yeah.
the back. He was just trucking her. Everything he did
Oh.
was like
Full speed?
full out.
Full out.
One
Yeah.
time when he was 14,
That
he was
sounds like
driving
Crawford.
me. He was driving.
Mm-hmm.
It was winter. And
Oh.
we're in a Durango. 2 wheels around the corner.
I took a corner.
How
going
fast
like,
did you take that corner?
I took a 90-degree
Fast
corner,
enough to do-
going
go to
like
wheels.
60, 70 kilometers
And
an
it was
hour.
like probably slippery on the road.
Yeah, I mean I had it. It was good. We
We did
survived.
great. We survived.
In Crawford's mind, he's always been a race car driver.
I think I was just. I thought I was in a race. Yeah,
He had a need for speed.
Yeah.
I did. I
You
don't
still
anymore,
do.
honestly. Not as much as I used to, but.
But you like to go on the track and drive fast.
Yeah, I mean, I used to. Have
Not
these-
on the roads,
yeah,
but like on an actual
He's
track.
becoming a responsible father now.
When I was,
Exactly.
yeah, I'm a dad now. When I was younger, I used to like going fast on the road. Don't do that. Bad idea.
No.
Well, like
no,
David
no.
said earlier, you're good at razzing. Like the word he used was razz, but when you were a kid,
Well,
you
David's
could,
easy to make fun
yeah,
of.
you could. Crawford could pick out
Oh, yeah. he used to-
a thing about somebody and utilize it for humor. And I used to say
Aw.
to him constantly, Crawford, you're so funny. Crawford, you're so funny. He'd make me laugh.
mom
like-
Oh,
does think-
so you're the reason why Crawford's in bed all the time? Like, I'm the funniest. I'm the funniest
I've
person.
never said that. I have never said that
He's
at all.
like, you definitely said I'm.
You know
You
what?
always say that you try
No.
to
This
say
is
that you're
embarrassment
funnier
moment
than
right here.
See,
Tom.
this is the embarrassment. Yeah, her,
That's
the amount
funny.
of things she just says on this podcast that are just unfounded. She just be.
That's because she's
you
funny
tell
too.
me all the time that you think you're funnier than me.
Well, you tell me you think you're funnier than me though.
No, but it's a rebuttal. I'm like, no, I think I'm funnier.
No. I only tell you that when you laugh. Really
But now
hard
I
at my
know where the
jokes.
confidence came from.
Oh yeah, I told him he was funny all the time.
Yeah, my mom is my biggest supporter when it comes
She
to my
is.
jokes.
As she should.
Yes.
It's because of my jokes, especially.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
loves my jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I support you in other ways, Groff.
Yeah.
Not
Dad doesn't think I'm as funny, but he thinks, in other ways. Okay, then
Well, I
I
have
guess
one.
We don't have so many
Wait,
embarrassing.
your dad
yeah.
has
Oh,
the
sorry.
story.
Well, there was one time you were about, I would say, what,
God.
6, 7? This is Tuscany, before we went to the acreage. And there was this sidewalk where they ride the bikes down the sidewalk. And Crawford, fortunately, had your helmet on.
Yeah.
And there was this pillow right in the middle of the
Oh,
sidewalk.
no.
And Croft decided that he was going to,
Full
hit
speed.
it full speed down there.
No.
Thank God it was, you had your helmet on.
First. So,
Oh yeah, right
so you know
into
the
a
bike
cement
paths
pole.
they have,
Yeah.
and at the bottom they have the poles so cars don't drive up them?
Yes.
It was like probably a 30, 40-foot hill, maybe like 50, and I went down full speed on the bike and ran right into the thing
Head
in the middle,
first.
the
Cracked the
concrete pole,
helmet.
yeah, head first.
Yeah.
I had a lot of I was very clumsy, like I don't know if clumsy is a word.
I don't think you're
No,
clumsy.
adventurous.
I was,
Clumsy, you're
I
just-
think that's better. You
Very
were
adventurous.
I was always doing things full speed. There was
You
no,
weren't scared.
Yeah.
You didn't, there was no fear. You were just
It
Kinda
like,
probably
got-
should have been.
you were more
You got that from your dad,
fearless.
Croft, I
Yeah.
gotta admit.
You did.
Luckily, I made
Yes.
it out okay, but
Yes,
even
yeah.
the way that one time I dropped a weight machine. We had this weight machine. I dropped it on my hand,
Oh,
and I had a
your mom was
bump
telling
like
me
the
that.
size of a tennis ball on my hand.
I had to run. This is just when we moved to the acreage too.
Yeah, you're telling
And
me
I
this
had
at
to
Zara.
run to the hospital, and then I'm in the hospital, and everybody's talking about like quad accidents, and they're there with their kids, and I'm like, what have I done? Like,
Yeah,
I
we had
moved-
ATVs and quads
Yeah.
in the house. Yeah.
We're living on an acreage. Is it
Yeah.
safe?
I think that Crawford is very athletic, and you like to play hard.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
you're
Yes.
very competitive, and I think that just stems
I think
from
I had
there
one
too.
gear, especially growing
Yeah,
up. There
you
was
did.
no there's no half speed.
No.
It was
My
like
mother
full
said the
speed.
same thing to me, Croft.
Yeah, I get it from you.
You
I get it
got
from my
it.
dad.
Totally.
Oh, I have another
Yeah.
story
Oh,
because
man.
I didn't like.
No,
to-
no,
Just
one-
just getting
He was,
started now,
yeah,
okay?
he was 3 years
Pulling
old.
them out of her memory.
He was 3 years old, and we went to Blockbusters back then. And Blockbusters,
Rest in peace, Blockbuster.
there was a lineup down the block, right? And everyone was there for
Oh, I know
sale
this
on
story.
Pokemon. And Crawford, he could speak very loud. Like, he was really
No,
loud.
we only had one
volume.
volume.
Yeah,
It
one
was
volume,
loud.
right?
He still
Everywhere.
does.
So everybody's lined
nothing
up there for
compared to
Pokemon, and little 3-year-old Crawford goes, "Pokemon is bad, right, Mom?"
Oh.
Right, Mom? And he kept saying it because I didn't want to say, "Oh yes, it's bad," because all those people are
Nah.
right next to me in
Yeah.
line. But out of the mouth
All
of
these
babes.
people waiting in line for their
Yeah.
For their
cards.
Pokemon, you're
Yeah.
just hating on them?
Yeah.
Were you
Hey,
rage
know where that
baiting?
stems from though? They taught me.
I
They-
did.
I shouldn't watch Pokemon.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
But you were
I was
rage
just
baiting
repeating.
the
I was
people.
just repeating what I.
Mhm.
what
Yeah,
I was taught.
he was a
Following
good
the rules,
student.
and that's one thing you like to tell the truth.
Yeah.
He's
that's true.
very much that way. Yeah.
You do. I don't think I mean, not that you ever would, but you've never had to not lie to me, but I've never seen you have to tell someone a lie or anything.
I don't like lying.
No,
I
yeah.
get
He
that.
likes to
Yeah.
just be straight up about
Yeah,
his whole
you're a
life.
very,
Yeah.
very honest person.
Yes.
Well, I got that. My parents taught me not to lie. I
Mhm.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Born, yeah.
Pokemon is bad.
Pokemon is bad. No, listen, if you we're not trying to.
Sorry.
Someone's gonna be mad.
never
Hey,
gonna get the
if
Pokemon
you guys like
sponsorship.
Pokemon, it's fine.
That was
it's
in our
fine.
home.
Yeah. I get it. We were really young. My parents just didn't want us playing. We were
Not at
young,
3.
but- Not at 3. Okay. Well, now that we've embarrassed me, that was fun. One more question about my childhood, and then we'll move on to some different things. But question is, what is one thing that you guys know about me growing up that people wouldn't expect?
Ooh, I like that question. I'm curious too.
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is that we homeschooled you, and I mean, just the brightness that you have. Like, you were a stats guy, right? Like, how many times would we drive and be like, "Do you know Coca-Cola? Like,
That's so true.
how many were
It's still
sold?"
me.
Yeah, and I would be like, "What?
man.
How
He
do you
has the
even
car
know
facts.
this, right?" And this is before AI and all that, right? But we put him into a private school, and they tested him, and he tested at grade 10 math in
Grade
grade
6.
6. And so Dad would take him to play hockey 2 or 3 times a day. I'm not a week,
Yeah.
and he could go in this program that was at another school. So they moved the math class, switched it with the English class, so Crawford could
didn't
miss
even know
math and get to the English class because it was at the time the math was. So the grade 6 teacher, because Crawford did so well on math, switched the class for him. And
That's
he has
amazing.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And he has such a brightness when it comes to business savvy. You get that from Dad, and money and thinking through things like that. You always have since you were very little.
Well, now we know who's going to be doing the homework with our baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Because
good at
it
that.
Yeah.
wasn't going to be me unless it was English.
Right.
Anything?
Yeah, I think too. I often get like, I know a lot of it's like people joking, but I think a lot of how I portray myself online is doing more silly things.
Yeah.
So I think people, that's why I like the podcast. I can kind of show more of myself that I wasn't able to show when I'm playing video games or doing the challenges, which I still love doing.
Yeah.
But it's cool, yeah.
I also feel like most people wouldn't assume that you're homeschooled because of how outgoing you are, and I feel like there is
Well, you
that
know,
like
I have a funny story about
stereotype that like homeschooled kids are more like introverted,
Yeah.
and you're very like not introverted.
Well, when I first went back to school,
Yeah.
so we homeschooled from kindergarten to grade 6, and or 6th grade. I don't know what they say in America, but we say grade 6 in Canada. But I homeschooled all those years, and when they put me back into school, I was like afraid to talk to girls.
Good.
Yeah,
That's what I like to hear.
because all the all the
It should
activities I
stay
had been,
that
I don't know if
way.
you guys know this, all the activities I had been doing
Oh, we're with
were
the boys.
were like hockey or like whatever. So then I went to 6th grade, and then I was like, I don't know.
Were the only girls you talked to at the time like Kizzy and Kirsten?
Yeah, I mean, there was a couple, like, we did a couple things, like, they put us in all types of classes growing up, like, acting and different stuff or whatever, but then funny enough, like, fast forward a year later, like, all my friends were girls.
What happened?
Nothing.
What happened to just sticking to the boys?
No, I had,
Not gonna
the
feel
boys too.
Well, I got a
Mom,
couple. I
appreciate it.
remember. Sorry.
I don't do, compliment. It's hard to take a compliment.
Well, your dad's about to compliment you now.
Well, a couple things, Koff. One is, when you started acting, you were extremely good.
Yes.
And you had never acted before. And you got this opportunity. And the directors, how many? 9 directors on that show?
Shout out to people who've seen
Wait,
Guidance.
is this guidance?
Yeah.
Guidance 3.
And
When,
the,
when
I
I
think, right?
first started
Or
talking to
three.
Crawford, I watched it with my mom.
oh, you did?
Yeah, she started watching it, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Crawford was watching an episode with his stream chat.
Right.
And so that's how I found out about the series. And so then I would secretly watch it with my mom
Aw.
and then tell him after that we both
Oh, wow.
watched it.
So he did really well. The director said he's like, this kid is just natural.
Yeah.
Don't put him in classes because he's just a natural actor and he's extremely good. And for some reason, Croft didn't pursue it, but
They said he was like Johnny Depp.
I don't know if it's okay.
Yeah. No,
You know what?
we had these comments. We have
No,
to
okay,
say
well,
it.
yeah.
Like
They're your
we're the
parents.
parents,
I know,
and
I know.
they were talking to us privately, and we're sharing it.
Yeah.
Yes.
and another thing I want to tell people is Crawford's also a rapper
No.
and a singer. Yes, he was.
See, this is like I've heard the tip of this,
Yes.
the
Oh, God.
artist career, and Crawford was telling me the other day that he has a bunch of songs on this old iMac, and I was like, I really want to hear one, and I was like, would you let me hear? And he's like, they're never gonna see that. And
The
I was like,
iMac blew up.
It
exploded.
It's not. I
It
see
exploded.
it. The iMac is in your
It
stream
exploded. I don't know what happened.
And
We had a flood in my.
I beg him
Stream
all
room.
the time. I'm like, I would love to just hear like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of
it was
one.
great.
Me
Well,
too.
I actually funny you bring that up. That is, we recently got all our home videos digitized because
Right.
obviously they eventually will corrode if you don't. But we've been going through some of the videos, and one of the ones we watched was when we had those people over at the house in Calgary. It was.
Oh my gosh,
It was like a
this is
showcase.
so
So like
funny.
they worked in like the music industry, and they wanted to hear like Kirsten sing
yeah,
and
yeah.
me. And the video is of, maybe we can put it in this because it is so
Chris,
funny.
you have to get Chris's
It's
permission.
me and Chris rapping a duet,
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, right.
which I didn't remember this ever happening.
I don't know if you were
So-
there, John, but you were the one recording.
Yeah.
So I'm probably like, what, 8 in that video? Me and Chris are like 8, 9, or 9 or
Yeah.
10.
Is it when you did that
Um,
competition too?
Well, I don't know where this led up to.
The
whatever.
hair was long.
No,
They
so
had
me and
the
Chris-
Bieber cuts.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
have one mic, okay?
Yeah.
And we're rapping this song, I guess we had been practicing. And I feel so bad watching it back because the whole time, I'm like, we have one mic and Chris has a part, then I have a part. And anytime Chris has it, I'm like sitting there waiting to take it from him. And as soon as it's my part, I yank the mic from him and I start going. I was like,
No, it gets to the point where Chris gave up and
Chris
just gave
quit.
Crawford the mic, and he sits in the corner of the
I felt
stage
so bad watching
with
that.
his legs like crisscrossed and just lets Crawford do the whole thing. And Crawford doesn't realize it, but he's just like, okay, and just
I was like, hey,
finishes
this
it
is my
out.
moment. They're here. Someone's making it out of here.
I told Chris it was his origin story. Like,
Yeah.
you know
An
how
origin
like
story? Yeah.
like certain superheroes and villains have origin stories. I was like, he sat there in the back and was like,
Yeah.
how do I become the first Collins
And
to
the
make
funny-
it into the business
Yeah.
and get Crawford back?
and the
I
funny
put
thing
you all
is-
into a competition,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you won a gold ticket, and
I
you
did?
sang "Eye of the Tiger."
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And
that
I
video's out
posted
there
them, and
somewhere.
these guys
so
tried to
awesome.
always delete them on me.
I think we should
It's
do a
the
karaoke
Eye
night.
of the
Should.
Tiger. It's
Well,
so cute.
when you go to school, you get it. Like your mom, I know you just meant well and you love us and you want to show off what your kids are doing. But then when you're going to school and you're in middle school and you
It's
know
not as cool.
your mom's like posting videos of you singing when you're like 8. You're like, Mom, please.
It was so adorable.
Like, Mom, please
It-
take that down.
I don't know why though, because I feel like once you're in high school or college, you look back and you're like, why was I ever like mad at my mom for this? Like,
No, I know. Looking back, I feel bad.
It was just a
But-
season in
Yeah.
there.
It
That you're
makes
embarrassed,
sense.
right?
yeah,
Well,
it's so
I feel so-
weird.
This is.
I feel so bad. I blocked my mom on Facebook.
Yes.
And-
yes,
Oh,
In middle school because
Yeah.
I had all my friends.
I'd send
on
prayers
there.
and Bible
And
verses.
she'd be posting all this stuff on my wall, and I'm like, Mom,
I didn't
Mom,
know.
you can't be posting all this on the wall. So I had to block her. I felt so bad though.
Remember, I uploaded all the pictures,
Yeah, she's uploading
and I
all these
didn't know. I
embarrassing
didn't know
photos
they
of
were
me, and-
public. And they came in the middle of the night. Mom, you got to get those off there. Christian and Crawford are like they're all public, and I
this is
didn't
back when
know.
everybody was using Facebook.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't
Facebook
get it.
like
was-
this was like when Facebook
Right.
was new.
like everybody was on Facebook.
Terrible,
all day.
embarrassing
Yeah.
pictures. Embarrassing.
Yeah.
No,
Looking
yeah.
back,
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay, Mom.
I never
I feel
really-
bad now, but at
Me
the
too,
time
me
I was
too.
like,
I don't think I had like an embarrassing Facebook phase because when I was on Facebook, I shared one with my mom,
Oh.
and that's
wait,
how
you
like
shared one with your mom?
yeah, so like it was under her name,
Mom,
but
we could have been sharing.
Yeah.
yeah. It was how she
Right.
kind of like it's how my parents like monetized
Yeah.
it. So then like I was able to go on it whenever, but like it was like through her name and like
Like
I followed
monitored?
all. Yeah.
Monetized.
I-
They're making money?
no,
You mean
no,
monitored?
not monetized, just monitored.
I do
Yeah,
the same
okay.
thing.
That's
now.
how they-
Yeah.
I use another word sometimes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's funny. Did you know I blocked Mom on Facebook? You've never
Oh, yeah.
really
No,
big
I
on
knew
the
that.
social media.
No,
but-
I haven't, no.
Yeah, my dad my dad's like your dad. He has accounts just to like watch our stuff.
But the thing is my dad made his account when we
He just
started
made an
this
Instagram.
podcast
Oh, yeah?
so that he could watch the clips.
Her dad is so hilarious because they're staying with us now, obviously, and he'll be like, "Hey, Crawford, I saw the new videos doing pretty good. Like he's watching, checking the views.
Nice.
He might be like
He's a big fan of the podcast.
one of the number one
Love
fans
that.
of Hi
Yeah,
Baby.
they're watching all the.
Well, we used to watch
Yeah.
all your stuff all the time, and
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
you know.
Well, I was talking
Obviously.
to your mom about this. I was like, I don't know if they should be watching some of the episodes at least fully all the way through.
Listen, I'm not the one saying these things. Okay, it's her.
I feel like it's so different.
This is getting real.
Wait, no. Honestly, we want you to be real. I had
Zach's not
no.
allowed to watch.
my younger sister Charisma had a whole conversation with me about us putting warnings on the clips
No,
from
yeah,
the
and I got
podcast.
to talk too, and I honestly was like, "You're right. We'll send texts in the family group chat now of like which ones are
Maybe don't watch
what
this episode.
timestamps.
Yeah, maybe don't watch this episode. This
yeah, like
one is
this
family
episode,
friendly.
well, we won't let anyone watch. I mean, just
Yeah.
kidding.
But you know what's
Yeah.
cool is that you guys are able to be who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always the other people that have to respond to what they're comfortable with.
Yeah.
You're setting precedent. This is who I am, and you're more comfortable to talk about things that other young women need to hear. You know,
Yeah.
that are going through it, and so we have to look at that too. You know.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So it's just knowing, am I this audience or is this my
Yeah.
audience?
I think it's all like you said. It's very important stuff
Thank
that I
you.
think a lot of people need to hear, but maybe not. Maybe not my younger sister.
Yeah, maybe
or
not.
my mom.
But you, like, it's also because
no.
then I see your
Yeah, we-
sisters,
we-
and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
need you to know.
Yeah. No, I think we gotta put some warnings on some of the clips.
We
But-
might have to block that.
Yeah, we're blocking them on Facebook
Oh, no,
now.
now
They're
I'm
getting
blocked on
blocked.
you.
Blocked again.
At least
Oh,
on the
no.
clips, because I feel like the clips are crazier for a reason.
Yeah.
No, there have been some wild ones, Listen, where I'm like, oh my god, I hope that
She
they
does the
nip.
clips.
If you're wondering who makes them,
There you go.
Alyssa, she does
Let's turn the camera around.
And they probably get views.
and obviously they're like little snippets of like what we think
Yeah.
will get your attention, and they definitely have gotten your family's attention.
But I also think it's important, like, you know, the things we're talking about are, I think, important things.
No, of course.
That are real, and, you know, we are all adults
It's relevant.
here.
Yeah.
We are all adults
Yeah.
here. So I think as we get older, like, those things obviously aren't always the most comfortable to talk about, but I think they're important things to talk about, so.
Yeah.
For sure.
And honestly, Natalie's taught me that, because I'm usually more
Reserved.
reserved
Yeah,
with...
because he was raised more reserved. but-
reserved.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, me and
Yeah.
my parents, you know, raised me very reserved. But I think it is important to also touch on those things. 'Cause I think a lot of the time, even growing up, going to like a Christian school and more stuff, is they don't teach you a lot of things I feel like you need to know.
Yeah.
Like a lot of those things are like frowned upon to talk about. And I think like
I actually think that's why more people fall into like the wrong
Wrong
sides
stuff, yeah.
of
You
those
Called
things.
it exactly true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like the conversation isn't ever really started.
yeah. I think
Well,
it's
bringing our family to Hollywood with teenagers actually opened my, awareness and filter to how do I love and how do I walk this out, because you want each and every one of your children to be who they are.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it hurts you, as a parent, you have to go through that pain for their growth, right? And it grows you. So all our kids have expanded us, but by their life lived out in the fullness of what they want to bring. I'm not going to go, oh, that's what I would do, because it's not my life anymore, right? They're an extension. And that's a beautiful thing of being a parent, is you can let go or you can hold on and try to,
It's funny. I was thinking about that too. Like, we're gonna have to find our balance of always being there, but then
Yeah.
like taking knowing when to take the back seat and kind of like not hold the hand as much. Because I do
Yeah.
want our son is gonna be independent.
Well,
And I don't want to raise those mama's boys that we were talking about in the last episode. So
I feel like, obviously you guys are going to get to watch me, now your son, become a father and go through kind of what you guys went through. And I often think about, like, I feel bad because, I was a teenager, but I probably put you guys through a lot of stuff that maybe was, like, stressing you out or whatever. But now I'm like, it goes full circle, because now I'm going to be the next one having to, go through those experiences and having to navigate that with our son. So
And the thing about being
Yeah.
a parent, the child does not always know everything that you go through, because
yeah,
that's the strength of a parent,
yeah.
is to protect and to allow them to still be free.
Yeah, I think, like, you guys, you were a little bit more strict, but I do really appreciate that you guys were always, even when I was messing up or doing stupid stuff, you guys never, like, I never felt like you guys, were going to, like, disown me or were going to abandon me. Like, I always felt like, even when I was being stupid or, doing things that maybe you guys wouldn't want me doing, you guys were always, showed me the same amount of love and were always there if I needed anything. So I appreciate that a lot.
Well, I think I put my parents through a lot more than you put me through. So maybe it's going in the right direction.
As time goes, as long as it's less and less every
You know,
generation, yeah.
I always thought about that too, and I was like, when we didn't know if we were having a boy or a girl, I would always think, I was like, if we have a girl, I just know it's gonna be a me, but 10 times worse, as like a karma for what I probably put
You
my
can't
mom
speak that out there.
through.
You can't speak
And
that
I'm
out
like,
there.
oh, I'm so sorry. Take it back. Take it back, please. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're going to be more than
Yeah.
Well, speaking of, now that we're on the topic of the baby, guys, if you didn't know, we're having a baby. Did you guys know that? Have we talked about that? See, my mom, she thinks I'm the funny.
Yeah.
She's the only one who laughed.
As soon as I found out, I laughed. I just kept laughing.
No, I guess, okay, I want to ask you guys this. So we obviously filmed your guys' reaction in Canada, and, we've touched on kind of,
Sorry, I had a yawn. That was the biggest yawn ever.
We're gonna take a nap really quick.
That
We'll
was
be back.
from the baby and then through me.
We obviously touched on, or obviously we posted the video of your guys' reaction, and we talked a little bit about how you have intuition. Tell me why the whole week, we've touched on this a little bit. So when we found out we were having the baby, the whole week I was in Canada for those few days. I wasn't going there to tell them. I was going there, and then we found out when I was in Canada. My parents were talking about like who's having a baby. One of my we need grandkids. Whatever. My dad came up to me multiple times as well and was like, Crawford, what's going on? And then you said a couple things that week that I was like, I think she knows. She kept saying things that I was like, does she know? Like
you were probably already in like a.
Well, I was already freaking out.
Yeah.
Because I was like wanting to tell them and finding out the right way to do it.
So funny. I felt there was a baby.
But you kept coming up to like
somewhere
me and saying like these phrases, or even at dinner, an hour before I told them, my mom stops everybody at dinner and is like, guys, if one of you guys were having a baby, you would tell us, right?
Oh my god!
Like, this is like an hour before we're about to go back to the house. I'm gonna tell everybody. And my mom and the funny thing is, the only person at that point who knew was Chris and Daytree, because I had to tell them because I need help like getting everyone else's reaction. So they're the only ones who knew. So they're freaking out at the table too. Like, how does mom know? And then we're leaving, and we took 3 different cars because we're a big family. We came from different spots. My mom's like, hey, Crawford, can you also just drive with me back? And I'm like,
one-on-one.
I'm like, does she know? Like, I'm freaking out. I'm like, how does she know?
Are you trying to play it cool?
I'm trying to play it cool. Like at dinner, I'm playing it cool. She's playing it cool. And it ended up being about something else. But
to the point where Chris and Daytree after were like, that was weird.
Yeah,
like, we thought mom knew too.
We thought mom knew. But I think your intuition felt it. Like,
I can feel things,
Yeah, you didn't know, but you like something was telling you that we were having the baby. I guess my question is then, did you guys were you guys like completely surprised, or did you like other than that week obviously had some intuition, but were you guys completely surprised, or was it like absolutely okay?
Did you think Crawford would be the first one?
Did you think that'd be the first one?
No. Never crossed.
Who do you think would be first? Kirsten?
Kirsten, yeah.
Okay.
Wow, is that because she got married
She's
first, or
she's the oldest?
Yeah. Did you just see it going down in the line like?
No.
Kirsten, Chris.
We always thought that Crawford would get married first, so people would always say
we're working on that
because he's so. You know why? You know why? Because not just with you guys, but in our family, right? He is so relational. His friends become family. He's always really highly valued, like relationship with family and friends, very deeply, and. Of all the things that you walked through, like that's never been something you let go of, whatever you were in your life.
Yeah.
And so we knew that when he did make a commitment, like he would just come to I'm not going to marry this person, so it's not going to, I'm not going to move forward. Like that's how he is, right? He just knows when he connects and when he's in relationship. So that's how I know with you that. But I was surprised. Like, I just kept laughing because, I laugh when I'm surprised. Like, it was quite a shock. But I'm really thankful that you're so far along.
Oh,
yeah, because I didn't even know you were going through I didn't see all your posts. I see your posts now, but I didn't see all your posts and about the PCOS it is. I didn't even know about it. And
did you know you didn't know I went to get my fertility checked?
No, I had no idea.
Oh.
And so I was just very thankful when I looked it up.
Yeah.
That you had already breezed past the first semester, like school, trimester, and you were through that. So none of us had to carry
when we
weight.
told you that we were 4 months pregnant the same day, did you think that we were keeping it a secret for 4 months at first?
No, because you told me about the thing right away.
Yeah.
No, and I know Crawford.
Yeah, Crawford wouldn't be able to hold it in that long.
Guys, if you think about it, I told you guys the 4th day I was there.
Right.
That was hard.
You know how much I was freaking out?
Really? For 4 days?
I did wonder why you were going out to make a call.
I was about to explode. I couldn't tell anyone.
He would go to
I wondered why he was going to do a call privately because he usually does it in front of everybody.
Canada's really cold, okay? So, like, I can't really even talk to Natalie. Like, I can't be like, hey, guys, I'm going to go leave and talk to Natalie. I don't have my own car.
Right.
It's freezing outside, so I go outside for, like, a few
Crawford
minutes
would
to
like
talk to her.
whisper, call
I
me.
know.
And yeah.
I felt something was up with
And
him,
I
but
didn't
I
want to be
never
talking in the
crossed.
house because you
Right.
guys would hear us.
And
so,
Dad said, "What
yeah.
is he talking with
I could
DJ
barely
and
even talk to
Christian out
her.
there?"
Yeah.
He was
Right.
wondering why you guys were in the car.
Oh.
I said, "Oh, they have a business." I think they were talking about a business thing because
Yeah.
I heard you talking business earlier.
Secret
so
business.
it didn't actually cross my mind or Dad's.
Yeah, I was
No,
freaking out.
not
I
at
think
all.
the only thing I would have told you guys a few days sooner, but I was back and forth on telling you guys because obviously we hadn't gotten a ultrasound at that point.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't want to tell you guys, and then we find out it was a false alarm. But then I was doing some research, and it was like if you're having all these symptoms and everything that she had going on,
And
they were like it's 99%.
we got a
chance
video
that
of my belly
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was like, "Yeah,
'Cause
that's
the last thing I'd ever
Baby.
the last thing I'd ever want to do is we tell you guys and they're like, oh, never mind, like 'cause
Right.
that's not a
Right.
small thing to.
No, right.
to
We
do.
also thought about that too. We were like, wow, if I found out like a week into pregnancy, how long would we actually wait?
Yeah.
Because I was like, most people wait at least a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah, you do.
Because like that's like the time
Yeah.
that you can, miscarry.
Yeah, you want to make sure
The
that
most.
Yeah.
So that was a worry of mine too. So it was like, and I also just want to get back because I don't know if you guys know this. I almost went back to the airport. And went
I
home.
heard you saying that.
Yeah,
Cause
because then
like- so-
Crawford was like, they're gonna
Have you guys heard the full
100% know,
story,
or they're
like,
gonna think something
all the way
even
through?
worse.
I think so.
Yeah.
Like about how like I found out in the
Yeah.
car on the way
Right.
to
Yeah.
pick me up. I found it in the car. So I was gonna like ask them to turn around and then take me back,
Go
but then
home.
I was like, well,
course.
what are they gonna like? What's
Take
my
you back
excuse? Like,
for,
what am I
yeah.
gonna say? Like, oh, I
Right.
need to go home.
Right.
And then if I tell them like, oh, it's an emergency, I can't tell you. You guys are all gonna be freaking out. Like,
Right.
is he okay? Like, what's
Right.
going on?
Like, am I okay?
And,
Well,
like,
that
is
must have
Natalie
been hard
okay?
for you to be without Crawford in that moment, and then you had to text him,
Ew.
and then he's on the flight, and then he gets the
I-
text. It's a little
yeah.
different, right? How you guys had to go through that too.
Yeah, I don't know if I felt sad, more so like I felt bad that he wasn't there, because like
Yeah.
normally like those are things that
Of
like
course.
you one are probably expecting and you go in together or find out together. And obviously like I didn't want you to find out via text, and
Yeah.
I literally
I
said
found out. through
I'm
text.
pregnant in 2
Right.
words
I know.
But-
through text. But I was like, okay, well, this is what's happening. It was crazy because I feel like everything happened so fast that I was making all these fast decisions.
Yeah.
And when I texted him that I was going out of the room to see my best friend, and I was like, I really want Crawford to be the first person I tell. So even if it is
Yeah.
just a text of I'm pregnant, at least you were the first one
Yeah.
to know.
Yeah, she
And I
texted
tried
me
to call
before
you in
she
the car,
told,
but
yeah.
I was like,
There's a possibility of seeing on the plane a text.
yeah.
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 I knew
Well-
I knew you had just landed, but I knew you were with Kirsten, so I knew I couldn't call.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm
Yeah.
pregnant.
She would have known instantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we went to get food to get dinner that night on the way back because it's like an hour drive from the airport, and I like had to hide in like 10 hours over to call her because it was the first time we had talked.
Yeah, and
About
it
it.
was crazy because I had sent him the text. We were texting a bit here and there, but he was just more so freaking out. But he sent me a text and he's like, once I get some time, I'll call you. And I didn't expect the time to be like 6 hours, like in between.
Yeah.
But it was like nighttime when he called, and I was like, hey, how are you doing?
Well, like I said, it was cold when I got there.
Yeah.
And our house would like if we call anywhere in the house,
they're
they'd
gonna
hear
hear.
me.
Right.
So I had to like.
Right, there was no space.
No.
Yeah. But
I also think that, of all our kids, if they were going to be surprised like that, you're the one to handle it,
handle
'Cause
it.
you were ready.
Oh, handle
You're
it
the
well.
one yeah, I mean, you were ready for it. You were ready to
Yeah.
be a father.
I thought they were
right?
saying if anyone was gonna have a baby when they weren't planning it, it'd be you.
No,
No,
like-
I think he's saying that we handle.
No, I
like,
know,
the
I know.
How you
change really-
transition.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
you guys actually really
Unbelievable, yeah.
transitioned very quickly.
Well,
it's true.
I've often.
So I think you were ready. You were ready to have
Yeah,
it.
I've told a lot of people this because obviously, everyone finding out we're pregnant, they're like, "So how you feeling?" Like that's the question everybody asks you.
Right.
And I think I've been telling everyone the same thing. It's like I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Yeah.
Like I don't
Right.
think I'm ready. I don't think anyone's ever really ready to
No,
have their
you're
first
not.
kid. But I think waiting any more time wouldn't make me any
What do you
more
think?
ready.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been telling everybody. It's like
Right.
I'm as ready as I can be. I'm gonna
Right.
do the best job I can.
Right.
And I don't think if I waited a year or 2 years, I'd be in a better place
No.
to become a dad.
Right.
Which is a blessing because I think
This is.
as much as I wasn't planning on having the baby, right now, I also feel like I'm in a good place in life to be the best dad I can be.
Right.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we know
Very
you'll
cool,
be
yeah.
a good dad and a
Yeah.
good mom.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I had good role models as parents to
You really
learn
did.
from. Yeah.
I was just saying how both your parents are long married. you
Yeah.
know. That's really
Yeah.
cool.
I know that is more on the rare side. I feel like, especially in our area, in where
Your
I grew
generation,
up.
yeah.
Well, I mean, I grew up with my besties, like the 5 of us that I grew up with. Out of the 5, only I had parents
Yeah,
that were
wow.
together,
Wow.
that are still together.
Wow.
So it's
Out of 5.
Yeah,
Wow.
I know, right? Isn't
Wow.
that crazy? And oh no, sorry, 2 of us
2.
have parents that are together,
Okay.
and then the other one's like.
And your parents
Split.
are awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
We're-
love
we're,
them.
Love
very,
Maggie
we're
and
very
Jim.
blessed to have
Yeah.
both such amazing.
We've expanded
parents, yeah.
families.
Yeah,
now.
wait.
Yeah.
Also, our parents met.
Yeah. Oh, our parents met for the first
First
time.
time.
That's
So my
awesome.
parents
They
came
weren't
out.
able to meet last Christmas, but
Yeah, my parents came out for the baby shower. And they flew out to LA. We had the baby shower this past weekend. So if you guys are watching, you've probably seen the vlog already. It's already out right now. And our parents got to meet for the first time. We gotta put the clip in of you and Jim chilling at the baby
oh my
shower.
god, that was the funniest
Oh,
part of the
grandpas are
day.
chilling, yeah.
Is when you and my dad were just on those like
those
beach
mats.
lawn,
Yeah.
not beach chairs. What are they like?
Like the
Lawn chairs.
Lawn chairs,
the
yeah.
pool chairs.
Just like
Yeah.
straight chilling.
Everyone else is hanging out.
Well, we're in the shade,
playing
too.
games,
It's Yeah.
drinking. Yeah,
I
you guys are
interviewed
hanging
them
out.
too. Crawford told me to go over there and film them.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So cool.
We got some good clips of that. You guys were hilarious.
Yeah. it
Not even
was.
trying to be, but
The
just-
patriarchs.
Yeah.
Well, I guess speaking of grandparents, what is your guys's like? What are you most excited for being grandparents? Because we technically made you guys grandparents for the first time.
You did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welcome to the club.
Yes.
I'm saying welcome like I'm in the club.
I don't know if you're
But
in the club yet.
I don't know if
babe.
I can welcome you into the club, but
Welcome-
congratulations
In the
on
grand- in
the
joining
grandparent club.
the
Yeah.
grandparents club.
Yeah, right.
Do you feel older now that you're your grandparents, or does it just feel like?
It feels time. It feels
Aw.
like it's time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you view Crawford differently now too? That he's
Oh, yeah,
gonna
100%.
have. Aw.
Yeah, he's
cute.
going to be a dad.
We
That's a
can't
big deal.
wait to see the little
know, oh
tiny
my gosh.
baby in your arms.
When I buy clothes, sometimes I try to buy them matching clothes. Yeah, but it's because it's so cute. I'm crying because
Yeah.
it's the cuteness.
I love that. I did that
This is our
too.
most wholesome
Yeah.
episode. I mean, they're all wholesome, but
Yeah.
I, think
I
this
have a
one's
lot of
special.
like gray sweatpants and like your little wife beaters that you wear.
Oh yeah.
I have gotten so many like white little tank tops
We have so
that
many
they
cute
can
little
match.
outfits.
He's so
Nice.
cute.
I know.
I know Natalie's gonna make our son the most stylish
Yes.
of all time.
Well, actually,
I had to upgrade my style when I started dating Natalie because
Yeah, we saw.
it's serious because
We all saw.
she was always dressed so nice, and not that
Yes.
I don't think I like dressed bad before, but I definitely dressed more casual, like
Yeah.
I
Right.
t-shirt,
I actually
nice jeans.
feel like your style has elevated in a sense of like maturity
Yeah.
too. Like
Yeah.
when I first met you,
True.
you were going out every night and stuff. So like you
Well,
matched.
every night.
Not like that, like not in a bad way, but like you were like
Events.
hanging out with your guy friends,
Oh,
whether
yeah.
you were like not like going out to the club every night,
Yeah.
but you were just like you were always out and about on the town.
Yeah.
And I feel like your style reflected that. You were wearing like a lot of streetwear styles and
Yeah.
like, and then when we started going out, I think that you took the parts that you loved about dressing like that,
Yeah.
and then kind of like almost matured them in a way.
Well, I realized I was pushing 30 that I had to elevate the
Now
style
that
a
I
little bit.
find hard to believe.
Yeah.
29,
29 next week.
Yes.
Wow.
29 next
Few
week.
days. Yeah.
But yeah, you look so good all the time, baby, that I had to step up my game.
We are excited to be
Yeah.
grandparents.
Yeah.
I want to be called Mimi if he
Mimi?
decides to call me that. But I have my little necklace. And
Aw.
I went and bought them.
Oh, I didn't notice that
instantly.
you're wearing it
Yeah,
today.
I couldn't find my bracelet. I don't know where it went.
you know where
The
it
last
is?
2 days. I wore it 2 days ago.
Well, hopefully you find
But-
it.
And Dad,
Yeah.
what do you want to go by?
Still working on it.
I'm working on it. It's either
Okay.
Papa
I told-
or
I told-
Granddad or something, right?
I told John that I feel like our baby will say something, and
What
it'll
did you
just
call your
stick.
grandparents? Because I know
I
everybody.
just called my for my dad's dad, I just called him Grandpa. I said,
Yeah.
Grandpa.
Because your
Grandpa.
parents I called Grandpa and Grandma, and then your mom I called Nan.
Man, right, yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like don't want to be called grandma.
You don't
The
want
one
that? Yeah.
No, I don't know why. I just think I just feel cool about.
But we love Mimi, so-
Mimi is a good
Yeah.
one. I like
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
Dad's working on his.
I'm
so-
working on that, yeah.
Mhm.
And like just to have, like I've seen all my friends with grandchildren, and it's different. And when you have your own children, it's
Mhm.
like the most amazing thing in the world.
Yeah.
Every one of them.
Yeah.
Aw.
It's like I always say it's like my heart. on a pair of legs. So now
I love that.
Now
That's
I have
so
10.
cute.
I have 10 legs out there, you know, that
That
are
makes you
like
cry.
yeah, like they're walking around, and you're like, oh, you
Yeah.
know.
I
and
saw
Makes you
that.
vulnerable.
Oh,
Wow.
go ahead. I don't want to take it.
and when you have a baby, and I've written this down too, is like they don't really belong to you, but you think they do. But they're a gift for you to take care of and to walk with and to train and raise up and to unpack these beautiful treasures and gifts in them.
Yeah.
And you don't know that when you first start out. Like I'm at this side going, you know, a 32-year-old, my oldest, and a 6-year-old, my youngest, almost 7. And you don't know that. And you try to like make them so perfect, and they just don't go into that mold. They like, I remember trying to make Kirsten exactly like me. And it was like so frustrating. We'd have so many battles. Like I thanked her as a teenager for exposing what needed to be exposed in me for healing, right? Yeah. So they don't belong to you wholly. You're like a steward of this precious life.
Yeah.
And that's what we grew to know and learn and are again as we're going on the second round. Yeah. That we're raising up a person that could be a world leader. Like I sent you you know, the next president with Ronald Reagan.
Oh, they went to the museum.
Yeah, I sent him a picture.
There's a baby photo of him,
and it says next president. I'm like, I sent it to Crawford.
I don't know if that's my path, but
yeah, no, but your son is being
podcast
born
president. I mean,
your son is being
Our
born
son.
in U.S.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So he's American. So
American.
That's true.
My son's an American before me.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that you kind of
wow
made me lead into this next question I was going to ask you. Like, what was the difference, like, throughout time, like, when you noticed raising your first kid, Kirsten, and then the difference between raising Christian and then Crawford and then Kizzy, because I'm assuming they're all different.
They're all different.
And because they're all different people.
Before you answer, I sent this to siblings, but it was a really cool, it was a TikTok or reel saying, like, even though you grew up in the same household as your siblings, they lived a completely different experience than you did, because you know every kid who is born into a different version of you guys and your parenting style, and then there's other kids in the home. So even though we all grew up so close to each other, we really also, you know, had such different you know versions of that same those same years. So
what I'm excited about, you know, I never had any grandparents except for one grandma.
That's true.
Yeah.
So I had no grandpa on either side. So, you know, to be a grandfather, I think, is a beautiful thing. You know, it's a real heritage to be able to put into your grandchildren, and you know, to be there for them. And so I'm excited about being a grandfather. Just
it's a whole other generation you get to look at.
You
get to holding the baby.
Hold the baby. And,
you love it.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But just to contribute to their life whenever you can, and I think it's an honor. It's a real privilege to be able to do that from generation to generation. And you know, I didn't get that opportunity from my parents, but you know,
now you get to be a grandpa.
Be a grandpa, yeah.
It's amazing. Well, we're gonna be grandparents one day.
Yeah, let's not go there yet.
No, let's not.
A lot of days, not one day. A lot of days.
You know, with your question,
it
was interesting. I had Kirsten and Christian, and we had 3 in 3 years, right? Mm-hmm. So, I have a funny story about when I found out we were pregnant with Crawford, because I just had Christian.
Yeah.
And I was nursing him, and I started to feel like I was growing. And I said, "Do I look fat?" I said, "Dad."
I said, "Absolutely not."
No.
Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah. And Kirsten was 2.5, right? And I was like, "This feels something's different." So I went to the store and bought a pregnancy test, peed in a bottle, right? Had it in the car.
Yeah.
Because we had to leave Vancouver. We were in Vancouver. And we're going to the Wendy's drive-thru, and I have the stick on the floor, like waiting, right?
You found out at Wendy's?
Yeah,
We need a brand deal.
Yeah, and they're handing the Wendy's bag, the big brown bag,
and
to
said,
Dad.
"You're having a boy."
And I look at the test, and I'm pregnant. Like,
at Wendy's?
In this moment at the
I cannot
drive-thru.
believe
Yeah, I found out
at Wendy's.
Yes.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
They found out that you were a thing at the Wendy's drive-thru.
Yep.
That's crazy.
We did. We were.
You know what? What's crazy? Actually, you know what's weird to think about? That you found that out. We were A&W when she texted me.
See,
Wow.
Wow.
And we called for the first
Wow,
time.
that's really cool. You should do some brand
Fast food.
deals here.
People find
Just
out.
on the side.
Yeah.
So basically, when you're about to
yeah.
find out you're
We
pregnant,
can
you
change
get hungry.
A&W to anyone that wants to sponsor.
No. We flipped the story. It's good.
We
But
put the
everybody,
story.
everybody tried to tell us what if it was a boy or girl, right? And a
Yeah.
lot of people thought we're gonna have a girl, you know.
Well, most of the people thought we were gonna
Yeah.
have a girl.
And with Kirsten, we thought
I
we were
think
gonna have
Dad
a
was one of the
boy.
people who said boy.
I said boy.
I said
Yeah.
boy too, though, from the
Yeah.
beginning.
Yeah.
Crawford,
Yeah.
John, and my dad were the only three people that
Wow.
were like boy from
Yeah,
the
adamant.
beginning.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't even
Yeah.
feel it. Like I didn't know with you guys, so I didn't even have a feeling. But yeah, when I was going into the ultrasound with you, we were going to see what you were. I felt it's a boy. And Dad and I had talked about Crawford being your name because it's a family
right then
name.
and there. Yeah.
And when your question that you're asking about, having more than one child, right? Then when we got to Crawford, it was so busy,
Yeah.
with Kirsten and Christian's ages.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
so
had
many so
you had
close,
2
yeah.
under
Yeah,
3.
he was an easy baby, and he was an easy delivery. Everything was very. Crawford just came with that the way he is still,
The ease and
Yeah.
the coolness.
Yeah, and to
even your birth, you came out.
Yeah, to blend.
Nonchalant.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm nonchalant,
You're
guys.
like, how
Yeah.
should, how
Very
do I come
healthy.
out nonchalant?
Yeah.
You know, everything.
Very healthy.
Very healthy.
And
I mean, I was very adamant about
Yeah.
that, Carl.
Yeah.
When I got
Dad
to you,
was.
I made sure that everybody was eating right.
Yeah.
when you
My
you
dad,
got
my dad's where I get all the health.
Yeah, if you're ever wondering why
So,
me and Crawford
well, all
only
the
drink
stuff that
certain
Dad put you
things
through, I'm
and-
now putting Natalie through. As far as like,
Yeah.
we can't have this. No plastic in
We still
this.
keep the
don't do-
flavor in the food, though.
Yeah.
when he
Like-
bonked his head, he had a fracture on his head because there was a lot of kids on the island, and he got knocked off
The kitchen
at
island.
6 months on the kitchen island.
We've been filming what 45 minutes, 30 minutes.
An hour.
We've already told 4 stories of me getting injured.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well,
And,
it's 'cause you
and
play
we're at the
hard.
hospital, and Dad's putting this stuff on from, was it Manitoba? Oh, it was Melaleuca. And he's telling the
Manitoba.
doctor, this will help it go down like right away.
Yeah.
And he's
John
putting
was
it on.
the doctor.
He was putting it on. He was putting on every moment. He was putting it
That's
on.
Well,
100% Crawford at it already.
Stacy couldn't eat anything. No chocolate, nothing.
Oh, he would throw it out the window.
I threw it out the window.
Oh,
'Cause, you know, that
I'm not
baby's-
that. I'm not that.
That's my
strict.
son or my daughter going in there.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean,
he could, I couldn't eat anything like that.
I mean,
Don't
she
do
would.
that
She'd
to me.
cheat. She'd cheat all
I,
the time.
I had no stash.
She had her own
Mom would
stash.
she would just sneak it on the side.
She did.
Growing up all the time, my mom, my dad was so healthy, and my mom, whenever my dad was at work,
7-Eleven.
my mom would take us to like McDonald's or 7-Eleven, or we just like, don't tell your dad.
little cheat meals.
I feel there should be
Yeah.
balance.
She was doing
Yeah.
it. She was doing it for her too, but she was like, "Hey guys, okay, we'll get you some slushies at 7-Eleven or like Slurpees or
Should just live a little.
yeah."
You gotta live a little.
But we appreciate it very much.
Yeah,
So,
you were
hey,
like, we
you know.
love when
Fridays.
But I also appreciate. I think it was beauty the balance.
It's-
and I think
yeah, it
that's
is.
you shows the balance. Like I learned a lot about health from you. That's important. I also learned about having a snack here
Yeah.
and there from mom.
You probably
it's
loved
important
when
to have
Dad was
both.
at work.
It
They were
is.
like,
Yeah.
Dad should go to work all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny.
If there's anything that you guys all have the same of, it's the competitiveness gene.
Yeah, we're
That's
very
true.
competitive.
Every game.
Natalie's
I remember
competitive
in
too.
Christmas,
Is she?
Yeah,
Crawford was like, we are very competitive.
I warned her going in because she's
Right.
also competitive. So
This is why I don't play games mostly.
So where'd you get?
Yeah.
Where'd
You
you, get
won
that from?
when we
You're,
played the
you're
other
the only
day.
child.
I was in a lot of sports and like extracurriculars, but because I
It's
don't
more the
necess-
attitude of it. Where'd you get that from?
honestly, I think it came because my parents would let me win sometimes. They weren't like you where you have to earn it. When I was younger, my dad would be like, "Okay, you can win." I think because I was an only child, there was some sort of selfishness in terms of when I would play games with other people. I'd be like, "I want to win," and if
Yeah.
I have to win so that I can be the one winner, I'm going to win.
Okay.
Ah.
And so,
As
like,
an only child.
subconsciously, I think it kind of stems from there, being
Yeah.
like, well, I've always won. Like, my parents let me win, so if I have to win, I'm gonna win.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, being the only child, you win.
well, it's really it was especially
Really?
hard for Natalie dating me because I win so much, so she had to play against me.
Well, it was hard because it is when I would beat Crawford, he didn't handle it well.
I
And so
love
then I would
it.
have to like.
This is going sideways.
console-
No, we're competitive, but I think we.
We played Monopoly Deals last night, and I somehow
Wait, who
took
won?
you. Crawford did.
Oh, I didn't know. So.
Crawford won, but at one point I had stolen everything off of his table. Like he had put so much
She
stuff.
stole it all at once. If you know Monopoly
And
Deal,
I
it's one of
stole
my
it
favorite
all at
games.
once, and and he just like randomly at the end of the game just had every card he needed to win, and I was like, what?
How did this happen?
It's when your team puts up such a good game and somehow still loses.
Yeah, we came back in the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get the competitive from my dad for sure.
Yes, from your dad.
Which my dad, you would never let me win, but I appreciate that because
I never let you win.
no,
ever?
but I'm
Ever?
glad you didn't. I don't
no.
know but I like that because I think when you let people win too much, they expect it to come easy. It took me 13, 14 years to beat you at ping pong.
Wow.
And I remember that day that I beat you, and it was such a big deal to me. But it wasn't like I was never mad you were beating me because
No.
I knew you wanted me to be better.
Right.
So for me, it was like I understood why you did it, and I was never upset. But I was like, it felt that much more sweet that I was able to do it because I knew I had earned it. Like I knew you didn't let me win.
Oh, you beat
Wow.
me in golf today.
Cause that's true. I hate when people let me win in anything. Still,
Right.
like I never
Yeah.
want to win by like it has to be fair. If I
Right.
beat someone and the game wasn't fair, I'm like we have to play again.
Right.
Because
Wow.
like it has to be like then I didn't really win.
Yeah.
You know.
Right,
So
yeah.
I don't know. I appreciate it. I think
That's
I told
awesome.
for our son, I'm like I'm not letting him win anything.
I only
I'm
do
not-
what I only
yeah.
do what I'm good at.
I'm sorry if that's like I don't know if that's frowned upon, but I'm not letting our son win anything. He's gotta
son
earn
is
it. There's no
gonna-
participation trophies. No
That's
participation
right.
That's how I
trophies.
compete, Crawford. Is I only do what I'm good at.
Oh, that's a good way to win.
Yeah, I stick with my lane.
What you know.
Like boggle.
I like to
My mom,
charge
well,
it.
my mom
Or
does
you
it
charge
at
anything, yeah.
Monopoly Deal.
Yeah.
My mom never plays games with us, but when she does, you win a good amount of the time.
Yeah.
She does.
She just doesn't like how
She's an
competitive.
underdog for sure.
Well, she doesn't like how competitive my family gets. She likes everyone being peaceful and happy, and we're over here like we never like get in like real like argument like fights, but it gets intense.
Yeah.
We get in arguments,
I mean,
sorry, but I mean like
no,
it-
you definitely get an
You
argument.
got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
from my family, Carl.
Yeah.
It's been passed down for
One time we
generations.
were Christmas
Like-
time, it was like my family, his side of the family is all competitive, my kids, and then my brothers and sisters are like, so anyways, like in the middle of a game.
Just a big
Yeah.
social thing.
And they'd
no,
be
we
like
got a
so
lot.
mad.
We're playing the game.
Yeah,
we got
we're playing
lucky.
the game.
No, it's
we
fine.
came to win.
But I think I learned a lot from you from the, as well as just being, the relational side of it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm really excited to see with our son.
Yeah.
What traits, because I within myself I can see so many traits I got from you that I love, and so many traits I got from you that I love, and I'm excited with our son to see, which traits he picks up from you and which traits he picks
I
up from
know.
me.
I can't wait.
We have a game that we're gonna play to do with that because we're gonna do that on the fourth wall because we've been going a long time over here. But if you guys want to watch that, the link is in the description. You can get a week free right now, so go check it out. But before we end, I'm gonna ask you guys one more question. Well, it's like 2-in-1 question. Number one, you guys have been together so long and raised 5 beautiful kids. What advice would you give us as a couple going into parenthood? So like, not just about advice becoming parents, but advice on like keeping our relationship healthy.
Well, to me, I think it boils down to love. To love one another, care each other, be kind. And prefer the other person more than yourself, right?
Yeah.
And if you do that, then you're gonna have success. And you're always looking out for the other person. If you really love that person, you're gonna prefer them. You're gonna put them ahead of you. And if you do that, then you guys you'll survive a long time.
Crawford knows I prefer him because I gave him the biggest blueberry the other day when it looked really good. And I was like, I love you because I would never do this for anyone else.
That's a big one.
Especially pregnant.
That is
She
a
did do
big
that.
one. Well, as competitive as you both are,
Yeah.
I just kept hearing like, you're a team. And I've heard people say like, a relationship is like a baby, itself. And it's so important that you understand when someone needs time. When you have a child who has high demands, it's a lot. But you do it because of the love in you, right? But you also matter. And I feel for Dad and I, like we've always tag teamed. Always. Sometimes one person is a little bit more in there and the other person needs some space, and sometimes we're both right in there. And sometimes we're both off, and that's when other people step in, We've been married coming up 33 years, 2 days after his birthday. And looking at
Congratulations.
that, I was just saying he's the love of
that's
my
a-
life.
That's a big deal, yeah.
That's
He's
a big
my
accomplishment
love.
right there.
Yeah, we're we honor each other. For the most part, we've had moments that we're like, how did we get into this discussion? But we always try not to use words and threats that would be negative. I think that was our main thing, is that we try to speak honoring to each other.
Well, we're a team, babe.
Team baby.
I think we make a pretty good one too, even though don't look at my nails. I need to I need to shoot off 2 of them because I was stressed trying to get here. But we make a great team.
You do.
You guys
love
do.
you.
You guys are going to be awesome.
We're excited
Yeah.
to see this.
Well, you
Great
can't put that in.
We gotta
cut that
bleep
out.
that.
Oh, yeah, take that out.
That's
sorry.
fine. Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
When
I worked
So-
really hard at this too, because it's hard.
And say the little
I
baby.
feel like I've
Little baby.
noticed when you almost have wanted to say
I know.
his name.
Yeah,
Yeah.
David got the
You did
name
really
out
good.
of Zach
I know.
at the baby
I
shower.
heard. Yeah, I've been really working hard at, like, it's in my brain.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. I
Absolutely.
love
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much.
I
It's fun.
genuinely, to wrap this up, I say this to everybody. I have the best parents in the world, and I feel so blessed to have you two as my parents. So I appreciate you not just coming on the podcast, but obviously everything you guys did for me, and I can't wait to instill that same love and everything into my son. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the way you treat your mama, I was telling Natalie,
yeah.
and I was telling her mom, is the way you treat her and the way you treat your son and the rest of the children that you have. You have such a beautiful, generous heart, Crawford.
Crawford's
And I wanna
amazing.
speak that.
Crawford's
I love you.
amazing.
Love
Crawford's
you.
parents are amazing.
Natalie's
So
amazing.
And Natalie's
Natalie's
amazing. Her
amazing.
parents are amazing. I feel like we're very
we're very lucky.
Amazing.
very lucky.
That's why I cry sometimes too. It's just because you feel very lucky.
Yeah, I feel so lucky. No, I mean the fact that, it's so nice. Everyone coming together too. Our parents, we said this, they finally met. But, but yeah, thank you guys.
Thank
Love you
you.
guys. I mean,
Love you
I
too.
think we could talk for
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to end this or it's never gonna end.
10 more hours.
Poor Zach and Alyssa.
Yeah.
But
Alyssa has to edit this, and Zach is like headbanging.
Shout out
over
to
there.
Zach.
He's
yeah, shout out
like-
to Zach. He's over there. He's ready to lose at ping pong. Really,
He's becoming an uncle.
he wants to play me at ping pong.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Thank you for coming on, guys. For you guys watching, thank you so much for supporting the podcast. We appreciate
Thank
all your
you.
comments. We read every single one. I know we can't respond to every single one, but we read them
We
all.
do read them.
And we appreciate the constructive criticism too. We're new to this, but we're trying our best.
Yeah.
But I would say 99% of it is positive, and you guys seem to be liking the podcast. So we're gonna keep doing it. And thank you guys for watching it. And we'll see you guys next week.
See you next week. Bye,
guys.
guys. Bye, baby.
Bye, baby.